5 miles into Denali National Park. Today we're going to be hiking from Wonder Lake Campground, which is the last official campground in the park. You take a bus all the way to the end of the road almost, and you can't see any of the campgrounds from the road. You can only see them once you get down into the campsite. So we're hiking from there today, and we're doing the McKinley Bar Trail. So this is about a 5 mile, or like I guess 8K round trip, in which we're going to be crossing through the tundra into some boreal forest, or what they call the taiga here. So into that forest and down towards the McKinley River. We go down there, we come back. I'm going to try and record a lot of the scenery and the trail and stuff so everyone can get a feel of what it's like to be out here. It's a pretty neat ecosystem. We've got all this, what they call wet tundra, which is mostly these dwarf birch trees, and the dwarf birch and these little, what they call them, felt leaf or velvet leaf, willow trees. So lots of willows, lots of dwarf birch. You got these big spruce as well, which is probably the tallest tree out here, which isn't very tall. You know, they're maybe 10 to 20 feet tall at most. So we're going to cross through the tundra. We're going to go down into the boreal forest. Now we got to be mindful, there is a lot of wildlife out here. Some caribou have been seen on the trail, which is pretty cool, not too dangerous, but we also have to make sure we make lots of noise because there are big grizzly bears. And there's been a grizzly sow, so female mother bear, and 2 cubs seen on this trail as well. So just join in, and hopefully this isn't one of those, oh look, here's the last video of some hikers who got eaten by a bear. Here. Lots of green. The mountains. What's interesting about this climate is because under the soil there's a layer of permafrost, so permanently frozen soil, and that could be a couple inches deep, that could be hundreds of feet deep, just frozen soil. The only thing that you really get growing on the surface is moss. And so that's one of the signs of permafrost, is that you're only having moss covering as opposed to more thick grasses. You get some sparse grasses, but they don't grow too well here. So you get this moss, and the ground is very spongy, and it's quite wet. So this is a more lowlands tundra as opposed to pure alpine tundra, so it's wetter. And then you just get tiny trees, a lot of little shrubs, and these black spruces. And they don't get very tall here because there's just not enough soil before frozen ground that never thaws. Hey bear. So a lot of this scrub is also wild berries. So that was the low bush cranberry before, and these are all wild blueberries. They are everywhere, which is great for me and great for the bears, which are less good for me. Heading into the forest. things of Denali National Park is how little involvement, I guess, the rangers and the people who come here have in the landscape. They don't interfere with the animals. They don't do anything except try to minimize human impact. And so there are a few trails. There's a few, like this one has just some boards across the swamp and stuff like that, but they actively promote backcountry hiking, and not like following a trail like we are now, but they're like, if you want to go, say, to that ridge over there, they're like, just go walk across the tundra. They promote walking across the tundra, getting off the trail and going exploring. I don't want you to tell someone if you're going to go, because this is 6 million acres of wild, 6 million acres of wilderness, and there's nothing out here if you need help, but they can find you usually. So it's a really cool system where they just don't have a lot of impact. There's not a lot of people out here. Few trails, but they have so many options for backcountry where you could just walk off, go to a mountain peak, go to a ridgeline somewhere, cross the tundra, and just camp. And that's all part of their sort of program for wilderness exploration, which is really cool. Well, we're truly in the boreal forest now. The trees are a little higher, maybe 50 feet, something like that. A lot of scrub, same as before, the underbrush. But it's nice. It's a different kind of forest. The trees are sparsely placed. They don't have huge canopies like in the Pacific Northwest where you're in the dark when you're in the forest. Here it's nice, it's open. The trail's good. Just a simple little line in the brush, and we're just making our way through the forest here. And I think the next bit of landscape we see is going to be the river, the riverbank. And here we go, McKinley River. Now this is very gray. It's mostly glacial runoff. So there's a ton of what they call glacier flour, which is sediment, rock sediments from the glaciers. And it makes everything in this area, because it's so thick, gray. So gray water, and today gray skies. And off in the distance there, behind all these clouds, is where you'd see the mountains that we could see before from camp, and Denali mountain itself. But there are clouds today. We're heading back out to the trailhead. It was only about probably just under an hour to get out to the river itself. So we're heading out, and then we're probably going to go up the road a little bit and check out a small lake called Reflection Lake, and then head back for a nice big late lunch. We're almost back to the trailhead. Nice little loop, straight in, straight out. Only took a couple hours. I think it's probably time for lunch. But if you made it this far, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. And I'd like to do more videos like this, showing hikes, exploring a bit, and then just getting more information out there. Get more people interested in the hikes in the local area. Probably won't be a ton left in Canada or Alaska, but we'll see more when I move down to Tasmania next month. So if you like this idea, like the idea of joining me on hikes and whatever else I end up doing, just leave a comment and let me know what you think. That would be awesome. So thanks for joining in.